Whether it's the best timing they can or what they wanted when they drafted the hero, doesn't matter. It's a timing that they can play around and win a team fight. But Navi opting to go for the other direction, which is try and push the issue, force BetBoom back away from their plans. Solo is going to get picked off in the enemy forest. His army will survive for now, it looks like.
I like what you're saying. Navi definitely approaching it one way, but it's kind of wonky and scuffed because BetBoom are pushing their issue harder.
Roger. Oh, the Solar Guardian. Well, that's a healer. He's living and killing. I noticed. Yeah, well, that tip, well deserved. Notice comes in and saves the day. Oh my god, no one doesn't see the Shadow Shaman, and now he's being hunted. The spear misses, but so does the Starbreaker. Can Lal find a bit of vision and jump they need? Nah, the Batrider's going to TP. Roger's still here. Where did he come from? I thought he was going to run back to Fountain, but now he's got Tranquil Boots and a Blink Dagger. Jumps back in towards the Lays Mars, who is now 1-6-0.
Roger's finished his Blink before Mars, bro. At this point, you gotta call it. He's making you into a support on the enemy team. I mean, Roger, he blinked up and dodged that sticky napalm that would have killed him. Illusion! And just continues to wrap, use that ward for the vision. Playing so well.
Yeah, superb play from BetBoom. Now stealing Ancients away from Navi. Got a tier 2 neutral items and swap the Brittle back in. Serpent Ward and Familiars. He's meant to be tanky. He's meant to be tanky. But he just isn't.
Not when you got 4 heroes hitting you with every single spell in their arsenal, yeah.
Wraith Pack, Serpent Wards, Familiars, and chuck the kitchen sink at him as well while you're at it. Oh, wait, they found Lays? Okay, no. Seneko just having a crack at the Mars. Interesting cookie. Interesting cookie. Sweden strong, stuck on the low ground now. They've arenaed up this Dawn and Avenge, but Blaze is just alone. And Navi are just bleeding out now. It's all falling apart. Solo's being dived by Familiars outside their own base, on their doorstep.
Radiant's top tower.
They're utilizing wards again, so what they're warding this series has been absolutely S tier. Having that high ground ward in the enemy jungle, having the lane ward bot, having this high ground ward bot, like you see everything. You know exactly where Navi is at all times. You're able to just smoke and run to whatever side of the base that you want. It's 19 minutes and these guys are trapped in their own base. Like, how tragic is that? And this net worth lead will only increase during this, giving Dawnbreaker the Aegis, knowing that she's topping this net worth chart, has a Desert. Like, she's so strong too. Like, you look at the Hawk, yeah, the Hawk is like his hero, but they noticed this. Can Hawk go unnoticed either?
Yeah. A true carry coming out of that Dawnbreaker.
Just the amount of net worth on Roger is so hard to, like, you look at Blaze, he finally gets an arena off. It's not bad, and they're trying to punish this aggressive move by BetBoom, and Roger is just there with Blink disengaging it, and Navi don't have the items to re-jump. It's so hard for them to play.
And so far, Lal has been untouched completely. 408 on the Zeus. The Yule Scepter, able to keep him at a distance.
There's probably still plays though. I think this smoke is a little rough because Laze is 25 gold off of having a Blink Dagger. There is a universe where they can blink and get off their spells and win a fight because they, like you said in the drafting phase, they don't have BKBs. They don't naturally buy them on a lot of their heroes. Like Laze will get one, not Laze, sorry, Notice will get one next up, but the Zeus, the Visage, these are definitely killable heroes. Yeah. Visage obviously has that shot though, so he has his defensive capabilities, but if you're able to like win a fight and force it on, oh god, no, Roger!
They saw Roger, they were going for Roger, but no one is the one to die first. Navi desperately need to trade out of the back of this. He throws the Serpent Wards down, he will drop, but look at how quickly BetBoom swarm down towards the bottom lane. They're ready here with familiar stuns landing on Solo and V2, and they're blowing up Laze as well as Sweden strong and noticed. He's the one to come out with a triple kill. Swap back from Seneko as well. V2 displaced out of his base, star broken, killed off, and Dark on a wicked 6 streak. Another massive team fight for BetBoom as they're diving behind tier 3s. Notice is going for it, but it's forward star breaker, 3 hits, cracks down the chin.
Notice died.
25-2. Navi with no hope left.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
I love his Dawnbreaker. So aggressive, so brave.
When did we start this series? An hour and a half ago?
Yeah.
Dire's bottom barracks.
BetBoom really just sweeping it, huh?
Jeez.
Navi are making coordinated moves. They feel so pulled apart by BetBoom. They just aren't able to regain their footing. This smoke without your blink, just being apart, having no one getting picked off and not being ready to fight around it. Imagine if they had been there with a counter initiate with an arena. It felt so hard for them to do anything to punish BetBoom there, and they have their spells, okay? They have their spells. They have BKB on bat. They could definitely potentially take a fight here. Yes, you've got one lane. It's okay. You have an Ags on Bristlebite. You have damage. A smoke now with this blink on Mars. Hail those kisses down. Get a lasso off. Like, here's the thing. Here's what I was saying earlier. If you force Visage to use Shard, he's technically out of action then for the fight. And that could be the time needed to kill, say, Notice. Right? If someone can burst down this Venge, if you can get a lasso onto Notice, you can definitely put out the damage to kill them. They don't have BKBs yet.
It's in these kind of games where it really feels like BetBoom have some like military strategist working with them, because like there's something they used to do in the old days, like the big fights and warfare. It wasn't just 1,000 people charging into 1,000 people like we see in the movies. There's a lot of like tactics going into it. But there's this idea of like creating a vacuum where you let your opponents kind of go into a space, you create a space for them to go into, and then you surround them. And that's what BetBoom do so often, right? They let Navi move into a lane, or they let Navi smoke and go into an area, and then all of a sudden they're surrounded by horsemen and archers, and there's no actual route out for them. Because Navi in that bottom lane, they saw Roger, and they're like, okay, here's an opportunity. We'll go snipe Roger. We'll get a kill. We'll move across the map. We'll push out lanes. And all of a sudden, it's not just Roger. There's a Solar Guardian in there. There's 4 heroes surrounding you.
Their options are just getting smaller and smaller. They smoke, looking for that fight. Don't quite get it. They re-smoke, thinking like, this is our timing, we have to make something happen now. And I agree, I actually think that those 2 smokes were a good idea, but the Zeus sniffing it out, using that ult, it totally ruins their move, and then their wards get dewarded as well, so that now you see them swing to this bot cliff and play around these wards instead, like, okay, well this will be our space, our safe area. What are you losing from that? You're losing Roche. You don't have Roche control now.
That's a pretty quick one at that. Plenty of minus armor from this Venge and Dawnbreaker. She gets bashed mid-Starbreaker by the Roche, but no problems. Grabs the Aegis again, and there's a shard on the floor in there.
Tower is under attack.
It's only gonna get worse. They've purchased a gem. I love these early gems. We talked about it a little bit in past broadcasts. Becoming a very hard trend in these qualifiers.
Yeah, it seems like every game, like 20 minutes in, someone's buying a gem.
Dire's top tower.
And now BetBoom, the ones that smoke out of the pit, up towards high ground. Blink, BKB, and Dawnbreaker. She sees someone, she's jumping and killing them. Like, Solo here has got to be so wary of his positioning. And at some point, you have to make a jump. You have to have a team fight to stop your buildings falling.
I think blinking with BKB is how you throw this game, so I hope Notice doesn't do that.
Dire's top tower.
18 left on front line. He has his own BKB.
Maybe it's fine just because of the Aegis.
Well, they do catch out Notice with a blink spear. Notice comes back in with a Starbreaker to regen a bit of life, and V2, he's diving to hunt into the backlines. He just claimed, but your racks are already falling. Melee down, ranged about to drop. So that's the Bristleback BKB for an Aegis, while the arena from Mars, don't trap 2 inside, good kisses. Lol. And Seneko being focused, but they swap no one into that arena to allow Notice just to open up and shred through 2 heroes quickly in a row. And now with a lasso on him, the rest of them can focus down Sweden strong. This has got to be game. Triple buyback from Na'Vi, but no bristleback for 40 seconds. And BetBoom just goes straight in towards mid, and there it is. No one calls it. 1 hour and 42 minutes it took for BetBoom to take down Na'Vi in a 2-game series. A best of 3 didn't last long. My predictions, slightly incorrect. I went for Lal for all 4. He got 3 of them, but Noticed was the highest net worth.